Hi guys, so I'm going to do an example in your assignment for today. There are only 5 problems, which means you guys will only have to do 4 of them because I'm going to do one for you. They're a little bit more involved because there's some multiple steps, but like I said, it's a shorter assignment so that you have enough time to do it all. So we'll make a copy of our document. Then you will need your activity series. And it's always a good idea to have our P table up. So I'm just going to go to P table as always. And I'm going to pull it over here. Perfect. Okay, so today we did single replacement reactions. And we have 5 problems here. And our directions tell us to predict the products for each of the following in words. Right? Then we're going to write and balance the chemical equation. And then, of course, we'll upload it when complete. So remember with these, one element is replacing another element in a compound. Like is always going to replace like as well. So first things first, I'm going to take a look at my first problem. We have calcium plus magnesium sulfide. Okay, so calcium and magnesium sulfide. And calcium is a metal. Magnesium is a metal. Sulfur is a nonmetal. Okay, so here I know that my calcium is going to replace my magnesium. So the first thing I need to do is check my activity series and make sure this reaction is going to occur. So here's calcium and here is magnesium. So calcium is higher on the activity series. It's more reactive. That means that this can happen. Okay, so we are going to have a reaction here. If any of these are not would not react, you can just type no reaction into the box. But this one is reacting, so we're going to do the example, okay? So because this is reacting, I'm just going to have to predict my products first, okay? And here, my calcium is replacing my magnesium. And so my magnesium is now going to be by itself. So we're going to have magnesium plus calcium sulfide. Okay, the first thing you do is just replace the metal. Okay, so that is my equation in words. Calcium and magnesium sulfide will yield magnesium and calcium sulfide. So we started with a metal and a compound. We're ending with a metal and a compound, but that calcium has replaced the magnesium. Okay, now let's do it in formulas and let's balance the equation. So calcium is Ca plus, oh, here we've got magnesium sulfide. Remember, this is going to be our swap, drop, and chop. So magnesium is a 2 plus and sulfur is a 2 minus. So 1 minus 2 minus, yep. So 2 plus and 2 minus, that will actually work out to MgS, but I will do it on here just to show you guys really quick. So remember, when we do swap, drop, and chop, we would have our magnesium, which is a 2 plus, and then our sulfur, which is a 2 plus. Remember, we swap, drop, and chop. Which would give us Mg2S2, which would just reduce to MgS. So we'll just do MgS. So calcium plus magnesium sulfide will yield, I'm going to go into my special character so I can get that little right-hand arrow. And then we've got magnesium plus calcium sulfide. So let's check and see what calcium is also a 2 plus, so we just know that it's going to be CaS. Okay, so let's make sure it's balanced. We've got calcium, magnesium, sulfur, and then we've got calcium, magnesium, and sulfur. So we've got 1 calcium, 1 magnesium, 1 sulfur. And on the right, we have 1 calcium, 1 magnesium, 1 sulfur. So thankfully, this one's already balanced. If it was not balanced, then you would need to, of course, add your coefficients to balance it. But what you're going to find with these is that a lot of them do come out balanced, but if not, you just need to double check before you move on, okay? Because nothing is guaranteed. Okay, so this is a step-by-step process. Number 1, identify what is replacing what. Remember, metals replace nonmetals. Metals replace metals. Non-metals replace non-metals. Like replaces like. So identify what is going to do the replacing in the reaction. Like, for example, this first one, calcium is going to replace magnesium. Calcium is the metal by himself. He's going to replace the metal in the compound. 2, check your activity series to make sure that the reaction will actually happen. If it doesn't happen, you can just type no reaction in the box. But remember, the lone element by itself that's doing the replacing has to be higher on the activity series. Then you want to write out your products in words. So you just switching around the metals here, or nonmetals if it's a nonmetal problem. So that becomes magnesium and calcium sulfide. Then you want to get your formulas and make sure it's balanced, okay? If you still do not know how to get ionic or covalent formulas, we need to meet and we need to go over and do some tutoring because it's not going to go away. Everything is building on itself, especially in this unit. And if you're struggling, don't struggle because we need to get you caught up, okay? So that's number 1. You guys just have to do 4 of these examples. There's only 5 today, so you only have to do 4 of them. Because again, I know these can take a minute to do because you have to check and make sure you get your formulas and all that jazz. So you've got 4 examples to do on your own, but if you have any questions, definitely let me know.